James Skelly Davis from SoCal Ghosts, who is producing Castle Mania at Giant Alpine. James, how you doing?
Hey everybody, how's it going?
Good, good, good. So we're talking Castle Mania. Now,
Yes.
this is a one-day big game that follows EMR Blues Cruise first ever West Coast castle conquest.
Correct.
So tell us a little bit about the game, and then we'll just go into more details from there, and I'll show people the website.
All right, well, this is Weekend Wars 3. This is our third game that the SoCal Ghosts have been able to put on with Giant Paintball here in San Diego. This one, we kind of wanted to keep in theme with the attack and defend, so it was asked of us if we wanted to do it with EMR the day after, and of course we said, hell yes, why not? And that way people can camp overnight across the street at the campgrounds and make it a whole paintball weekend out of it if they want to.
It's bitchin'. Now it's Castlemania, which
Correct.
I made the Castlevania joke, of course, saying that I was going to bring some shitty daggers and throw some holy water at people. You played Castlevania? I mean, why you get daggers? It's like the worst freaking weapon ever. You're like, oh, I had the holy water and accidentally hit dagger. No, Simon. Oh, I'm sorry, you're dead, dude. Dracula's gonna win. Now, is this Castlevania themed, or what's the theme for this game?
So originally our kind of themes that we were working with for games is, since the team was originally founded by a bunch of friends getting together and playing on Xbox Live, we want to kind of try to do some satires on video games. So that's kind of how we presented our little production package. So this one, we started off with Castle Mania, which was kind of be a spoof on the game Castlevania. Mm-hmm. And we started out just having it a generic medieval theme. But over time, and as more of the team members started getting involved, we've kind of made it more medieval, and now we're throwing in some jokes from Monty Python. So it's kind of expanded from its original creation.
Nice.
But I think that's a good thing, because now we can actually have even more stuff added to the game. We've been working on this since last February. I actually started putting together a production package for this game and working with Giant to put this game together. So I've been excited about it for a really long time, and I put a lot of love into this game, and I hope everybody has a good time that shows up to it.
Now, you're saying we were talking yesterday a little bit about it, and it's not just purely attack and defend, because it says grab the props, break the spell, steal the crown.
So I wanted to do something, since our game follows EMR, I wanted to give the player something different than what EMR kind of does. And what we decided to settle on is we're going to have 10 props in the field, and they're going to be in order: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, where prop number 10 is going to be next to the castle. Prop number 1 is going to be closest to the attacker insertion point. Mm-hmm. At the beginning of the game, the defenders can start anywhere they want on the field. Preferably, they want to start next to prop number 1, because they want to stop the attackers from getting all the props. The attackers have to collect the props in order and then give them to the wizard, who, after they collect all 10 props, there's a force field around the castle, which we'll have taped off. Once they collect all 10 of those props, the spell will be casted, that barrier will come down, then the attackers may then begin entering the castle to steal the crown from the king inside.
Nice. So that you can't stop some faction from just blowing a hole down the right side and just running through and decimating the castle right off the bat.
Nope. It's going to have to be, you have to get those props in order, otherwise you can't pass that barrier and get in. And we're going to have people patrolling around the barrier. We're going to have a bunch of the guys on the team are going to be dressing up in costumes for this. The guy, the Robotech on our team is going to be doing the attacker side. He's dressing up as the Black Knight. He's going to control attackers' reinsertion, which I don't know if everybody's familiar with the park or not, but there is an area next to the Gray City area, which is kind of a close quarters combat area, right next to the staging area. I'm going to have a smoke machine going right there, so the attackers are going to be running through a cloud of smoke and then onto the field.
Nice.
So hopefully it'll be fun. Yeah, they just allowed me to do that last couple days ago. I got the approval to do that. So
very cool. So it's not just an attack and defend. You're switching it up a little bit. You're tossing in some role playing elements, some scenario stuff, all in a one day sort of format, though.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
So the thing with big games is we tried it with us scenario ballers. We like continuous play. EMR, they traditionally do their game from like 11 to 6 p.m., I believe, if I remember the website right. I'm going to try to do 2.5 hour games. So That way, at least there's a bit of a breakup, and the attack. If one side wins, the other team has a chance to get revenge. So, and if people don't want to defend all day, they can always switch to the attackers for the next game. So, I want to be able to people to give different diversity of gameplay for whatever they want to do and try out both sides.
Nice, very cool. Now, how are you going to work this in? Because this is Sunday after a big game. Now, you've got a really great amount of people coming for the Saturday game that are hopefully going to stay the night, hang out, shoot the S, tell those fish stories, which, us paintballers are famous for, and then come over to your game. But you also have a great deal going on for people going to the event, gets $10 off. But tell us about the special extra deal that you have going for someone who brings a friend.
So that's so $10 off if you go to do the Castle Conquest game the day before. And the other deal that we have going is I have 40 coupons available. And basically, in order to cash in one of these coupons, you just have to go to SoCal Ghosts, PM me, and you get on the list. Ooh. You tell me I need to know the primary and the secondary. The primary person pays full price. And then once you're on the list, the secondary person gets in for only $10, and they get free rental gear.
What?
Now, the way if you do the math, it breaks down that one, the primary pays full price, the secondary pays $10. You split a case of paint, that's going to come to a total of $70. If you split a case of paint, that's $35 for you and your friend. He gets free rental gear, and you get a big game.
That's pretty bitchin' right there, man.
And you don't have to tip the refs. So it's if you really look at it, it's better than if you were just to show up at the field and play walk-ons. It's cheaper, and you get something much, much more, and you get continuous play.
And you get to shoot all the people who are tired as F from the day before doing the castle game.
Well, scenario ballers, you know us. We'll keep playing as long as we can.
Nice. Very true, though. Now, like the same sort of thing we were talking about with the big game D-Day, it's going to be hot. It's July 12th over at Alpine, which is where in Southern California? They've got, of course, 5 to 15 and all these different spaghetti strap, tiny little map, which doesn't really mean anything to me. Where is Alpine?
Alpine is, it's East County. It's about maybe 45 minutes to an hour east of downtown San Diego area on the 8 freeway. If anybody knows where Viejas Casino is, the giant Alpine Park is right next door to the Viejas Casino.
Which is absolutely bitchin' because after the game, you can go over to the Viejas Casino and get yourself the big old buffet. And if you join the Players Club, sometimes they have specials and they give you like $20 free play and you eat free buffet, or you just get that club discount every time. And you just sit there and get a bunch of iced tea or a bunch of Mountain Dew so you can actually get back to wherever you're driving from without being like, after a game, crash.
The other thing that's cool is the campsite across the street also has showers. And a pool, so that's a hookup too for those that are camping.
Come on, seriously. Back in my day, when I first started playing paintball, we never had showers. We never had pools. We were in the parking lot in the gravel. It smelled like piss, and you slept on paintballs and old oil slicks, and you liked it. No response.
You stunned me.
It's okay. I have that effect on people. Now, for more information, they go to socalghosts.com. They then PM you. Your name on the forums is
Skeletor.
Because people, we introduced you as Skelly. They're like, who is this Skelly guy? We're looking for who? Username not exist. Damn you. And then they say, hey, here's my name. Here's my buddy's name. And you get on, as they call it on Heroes, the list.
Yes.
Are you on the list?
And as long as I can get their emails, because I'm planning on sending out an email to everyone on the list just to confirm that them and their friends are going to be able to make it. So I still have some coupons available, so I'm hoping people will act fast on this because this is going to be the cheapest big game ever. That's my goal, is to make paintball the cheapest way possible for people.
Done and done. You had me at cheap. James, thank you so much for coming on the program.
Cool. Thank you very much for having me.
Great. And we will see you on the online.